Sip Bliss, Sip Tina, Sip Yogini, Sip Shahid, Sip Rumataji, Sip Raju, Sip Sarla, Sip Ashok Nichani, Sip Krishna, Sip Vanita, Sip Sudeep, and the rest of you I can't see, but welcome to the call. Interesting topic for me. Let me see how many of you can get to the root. The topic today is why knowledge is not enough. We need realization. Why? Who will tell me the true answer? The real answer in the bottom of your heart and soul and consciousness and intellect. Why knowledge is not enough? We need realization. Who will give the answer? Let us start. We have got Chidanand to start. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham Shivoham.
Shivam Guruji.
Chidanand, Krishna, and Ahimsa.
Yeah. Knowledge is a part of samsara. Realization happens in consciousness. Because knowledge is a part of the trinity. Knower, known, and knowing. Whereas realization is in consciousness. It is beyond this trinity.
Why knowledge is not enough? I'm asking you a practical question and answer in this Zoom call. You know, Chidanand, we have only practical question answers.
Because knowledge will always have a limitation. And knowledge will always be in duality. Whereas
knowledge,
self-realization,
there can be knowledge without duality. Why should there be knowledge in duality?
because when you say there is knowledge, there is a knowledge can reach to the extent of understanding only, whereas realization is beyond understanding. It has to be anubhuti. It has to be intuitively grasped.
You are absolutely right. Bharti Ramesh, you are absolutely right, Opimano. But why? Krishna, think, Krishna. Krishna. How do you undo Krishna?
It's a Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Knowledge is a means and realization is an end, I believe. And we know we are not the body, mind, we are not the body, mind, ego. We are knowing, we are listening to you every day, but still, why do we suffer? Why we are not in eternal bliss? That means we have not realized. Aapka rat wala story, hamara to chuha aadmi jaisa hai, we know. But then when we see a cat, we'll run back to the guru. We suffer. So that is why it is needed. And it is also like another example is, if somebody says, mere milk mein even a drop of poison is there, I will not drink because I have realized poison will kill me. Whereas itna spirituality sunne ke baad bhi, I'm running after pleasures means I'm not realized. And again, running to the world means I'm not realized. I suffer means I'm not realized. I'm attached means I'm not realized.
Good, very good analysis, very good submission. So the question is that very much in line. Why knowledge is not enough? We need realization. You have touched the core.
So from your call, the mantra which we have now is, you said we are getting the right knowledge. Now we need to contemplate realization. Then you said do that cyclically. You do that continue till we realize the truth.
Thank you. Ahimsa, let me see the other people's views. You have brought see what Chidanand said something, and when he speaks in Sanskrit, then I feel I don't understand. So let's see. Ahimsa Samatma Yogini. Ahimsa Samatma Yogini.
Shivoham Guruji and all others sit on the call. Only knowledge is a theoretical. So, and realization is like getting hands-on experience. And unless and until we get realization, we cannot achieve our real purpose of life. Otherwise, it will just remain theoretical knowledge.
Why knowledge is not enough? We need realization, because she says, because knowledge will remain theoretical knowledge, and the theoretical knowledge is not enough. This is the answer she is giving us. Good answer. Theoretical knowledge, simple answer. Uh, Krishna went a little bit into a more profound subject, but let me see Samatma and Yogini. I want it coming from you all today. I want the answer coming from you all. Samatma and Yogini.
Soham,
Sure.
you can get knowledge from anywhere, and you have so much knowledge that you don't know the importance of it, so you may not even follow it. But when you get the realization is coming from within, and when the realization comes from within, you have actually tasted it. So you will always follow it because you know how to follow your intuition, because it comes intuitively from within. That is why realization is needed in anything. Knowledge is not enough.
Good. So I'm happy about now we are touching one important aspect. Krishna mentioned, I think I'm slip mentioned, but Samatma is emphasizing knowledge is not enough. We need knowledge. Are we saying we don't need knowledge? Are we saying that we don't need knowledge? No, no, no. We need knowledge. Knowledge is the raw material, but raw material is not enough. If I give you chawal to eat without boiling, can you eat? You can't eat. So, if therefore, knowledge is like the uncooked rice, or for that matter, maida. I don't think we can eat maida or grain. We need to make the chapati. We need to make the food. We need to cook it, and unless knowledge is cooked, then only this realization will work. But as I told you, let us get a little bit. Today's discussion can be very interesting. Very, very interesting if you make it interesting. Let me hear Yogini.
Thank you.
Yogini.
Shivam, sir,
Sure.
the knowledge is necessary, but then the end point is the realization.
Why?
I would like to give the example of that pole vault. Like, unless if you are or having only knowledge, you cannot get realization. So you have
But
to
pole
jump.
vault, no, pole vault is religion. You don't have to give up knowledge to jump to realization.
You have to go further, no? You
Yeah,
have
but
to jump.
pole vault is a different example. Your example, I'm just correcting you. Pole vault is you have to give up the pole. In this case, do
Ah,
we have to give up the knowledge?
no, the
We don't
knowledge
have to
will
give up.
go side by side. Yes.
So the example cannot be pole vault. Pole vault is the example why religion is not enough. Religion example is pole vault. In the case of religion, you have to give up the religion. You
Yes.
have to.
Yes.
Ramakrishna Paramahansa had to cut Kali with a sword.
Right.
So
Right.
do you have to cut your knowledge? Whatever knowledge you have, do you have to cut it with a sword?
No, the knowledge goes side by side, but we need
Right.
realization.
Why? That's the question I'm asking you today. I'm asking you the question today. Why knowledge is not enough? We need realization. And Krishna hit the nail on the head. But I didn't want to just let it be only that. I wanted you all to develop it further. But I told Krishna, she is very much aligned. Premchand is okay. So good Yogini, let's see what's next. Harshal and Will. Harshal, Will, Ru Mataji. Harshal,
शिवम सर जी
you are.
ऑडिबल शिवम सबसे पहले तो मतलब दुनिया के जितने भी गुरु हैं हमें वो वेरी नॉलेज देते हैं और
We can't
ऐसा
hear
गुरु
you.
लाइक
Harshal, थोड़ा क्लियर से बोलो, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
नाउ ऑडिबल
Yes, better. Go slowly. बोलो.
मतलब जो दुनिया के गुरु होते हैं वो खाली थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज देते हैं तो आप प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज देते हैं तो रियलाइज करने में काफी मदद होती है
Good, good. Any guru can give you bhashan. Any guru can give blah 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 blah. Ye so blah ye blah 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 blah. Will you get with that? Will you get realization? So good. It is a different point, but just that's why we spoke about last time. Sravana, Manana, Sadhana, Nidhi Dhyasana. We spoke about it last time. Okay, good, Harsha. Let me go next forward and see Will Rumataji.
Shivohang Sip.
Sure.
I think I would say three things. I would say, firstly, that knowledge is part of thought.
Yes.
The second thing I would say that knowledge is thought is part of duality. When you have
Okay.
knowledge. Thirdly, I would say that you don't actually know Brahman. Brahman is not something that you know. Brahman is really something that you are. As I'm not claiming, but I think, as I understand, Brahman is something that you are. It's not something that you know. So you have to go beyond knowledge, beyond thought, beyond duality. Knowledge is part of duality. Brahman is not part of duality, not part of thought, not part of knowledge, as I understand.
Okay, no, you've said something very beautiful. Now I want to explain it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
can I explain it? Can I explain it to you, Will?
Yes, sir.
So
Please.
what did Will say just now? Knowledge is a thought. I am saying, Will, I'm going one step further.
Yes, sir.
All thought is not knowledge. Some thought can be ignorance also. Suppose we are taught, we have got a wrong thought. So there is wrong thought and there is right thought. You agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now when you eliminate wrong thought, Will, when you remove wrong thought with the intellect,
Yes,
then
sir.
you get wisdom or knowledge. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Now that knowledge, suppose Will is telling, I know I am Brahman, but I have not realized I am Brahman. Anybody may know. Suppose I give you one lecture. I give you a long speech. What is the long speech I give you? I am not I. I will never die. God does not live in the sky. Okay, you learn it by heart like a parrot. But have you realized it?
No, sir.
So that is the key. Today we are talking about knowledge is different. Knowledge you can get in a college. Knowledge, any teacher can teach you in a college. But realization, no teacher can. And only a guru, depending on your frequency, can or cannot. So, very interesting. Will has brought a new angle to this discussion. But Will, I'm still, probably before end of the call, I'm still asking the question,
Yes, sir.
why? Why? Now I'm also saying one thing. I think who brought up this point? Yogini, I think. Isn't she? She said, or was it Samatma? Samatma. Samatma said, knowledge is needed, but knowledge is not enough.
Yes, sir.
I need the knowledge that Brahman, God, Sip, Supreme is inside me.
Yes, sir.
If I, for example, if I believe that there is no God, suppose somebody was telling me, what is Shunyata? Shunyata means there is no God. No. Shunyata does not mean there is no God. Shunyata means that God is that empty, vast power, undefinable, incomprehensible. That is the Shunyata, that emptiness, that vastness.
Yes, sir.
But this knowledge is not enough. How? How is this? Why is this? You need that anubhuti. Anubhuti means that divine experience.
Yeah.
In fact, anubhuti is not experience. Let me quickly tell you. From knowledge, you may reach experience, but experience must reach realization. Experience and realization are two different things, are two different levels.
Yes, sir.
And today we are trying to get to this very deep subject, very deep subject. Thank you, Will, for giving a new connection, new angle. Let us see where we are next. Premchand, you want to come? Ru Mataji.
प्रणाम गुरुजी शिवोहम
Boliye Mataji.
Guruji, knowledge we can get from Guru, then we can get by reading, then we can get by through lectures, through TV. So many sources are there for getting
Correct.
the knowledge. But
Correct.
realization is when we go inside, जब अनुभूति हो जाती है, सच का एहसास हो जाता है. At that time we are united with God. We are in Satchit Anand. So
Correct.
realization makes us one with Sip. That is the
Correct.
difference.
Correct. Now answer the question why.
गुरुजी अनुभूति हो जाती है तो we are one with God ना, because we realize.
आपने क्या बताया? You told us how realization is more important than knowledge. You told.
Yes.
Or
गुरुजी
you told
कबीर
not.
जी ने
You
भी तो
told it.
कहा है.
Sorry. You told it is different. You didn't say it is more important. You said it is different. Knowledge is different and realization is different.
Yes. Yes.
Now the question today, why is knowledge
गुरुजी
not
कबीर
enough?
जी भी तो कहते हैं पोथी पढ़ जग मुआ भया न पंडित कोई, ढाई अक्षर प्रेम के पढ़े सो पंडित होए.
अरे वाह,
That
अरे
is from inner inside.
हाँ?
That is from inside realization. रूप है रूप का प्यार.
तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये पोथी पढ़ जग हुआ पंडित बयाना कोई, ढाई अक्षर प्रेम का पढ़े सो पंडित होए. क्यों?
क्योंकि उसे एनलाइटनमेंट चाहिए.
क्यों?
सच्चित आनंद में होते हैं इसलिए.
अभी अभी आप सही बोल रहे हैं, अभी आप सही बोल रहे हैं. Because जब तक हमें till we don't get realization, we cannot reach that state of Satchit Anand. We cannot reach that state of eternal bliss in truth consciousness. That is the reason. But that still, what you're speaking is the tip of the iceberg. We have not gone in the deep. We have to get to the depth of the iceberg. पता है, अभी आज जब मैंने एक न्यूज पढ़ा. क्या न्यूज पढ़ा मैंने न्यूज पढ़ा कि आइसलैंड में, in Iceland, one volcano erupted. It has been erupting last 1 month, 2-3 times. Because the news comes to me because I go to Iceland every year 2-3-4 times. So that volcano, that lava was underneath all along, but they did not realize it. They कभी-कभी बोलते हैं it will erupt, it will erupt, it will बड़ांग उड़ा दिया सबको. So we have to, our ability to forecast, perceive, get that realization, that is a big challenge. Okay, good. Rumataji, think if there's anything more. Swarupa, Sukeshini, Bala, Rutanu. Many people in the queue. Swarupa, Sukeshini, Bala, Rutanu.
जय गुरुदेव सर.
Yes, Swarupani.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सारी फसाद की जड़ है पेन, इंटरनल पेन और मतलब जो मेंटल पेन होता है वो. नॉलेज जस्ट गिव यू सिंपैथी, बट रियलाइजेशन इट्स पेन किलर. कि जो भी पेन है आपको, मेंटल पेन, तो उससे रिलीज कर देगा. और एक बार ये पेन गया तो कुछ भी किसी भी चीज का आपके ऊपर असर नहीं होगा. And that helps you to connect with the God and whatever means whatever you want to reach. मतलब
Beautiful answer. स्वरूप आप कभी-कभी बोलते हैं ना, आप ज्यादा नहीं बोलते हैं, आप कॉल में तो आते हैं आजकल. But very beautiful answer. Knowledge, I think what she said, knowledge can give you only, आपने क्या बोला? Knowledge can give you
sympathy देता है. Knowledge
sympathy, good word. Knowledge can say, Baba, you will be okay. I am calling this from Swarupa's submission. I am picking a new analogy. Knowledge is like a prescription given by the doctor. The prescription, you have the knowledge. ये चिट्ठी है, लिखा है, ये दवाई लो, ठीक हो जाएगा. Knowledge है, blood pressure है, knowledge है, uric acid है, knowledge है, you have got the knowledge. But you have not got cured. The cure is realization. What Swarupa said, beautiful, we are suffering. And Krishna brought about this point first. Krishna brought about the point saying we are suffering, although we have knowledge. Every day we are coming here, blah, 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 listening, going, coming, suffering, going, coming, suffering, coming, going, suffering, coming, going, suffering. How to eliminate suffering? The one who has got realization gets liberation. The one who has realization, gets liberation. That person is mukti. Pain happens. Pain, take care. But knowledge cannot take away pain. Knowledge cannot take away suffering. Oh, I know what she said. Who told inside? Brahman is inside. I will told, right? Who said? Ah, Brahman is inside. I know Brahman is inside. I know God is inside. So if you know, so what? You know God is inside. Say, oh God, oh my God, what happened? OMG, what happened? Ah, why knowledge is not enough? We need realization. Thank you, Swarupa. Sukeshini, Bala, Rutanu, Chidan, and then second round, then Girish, Bliko. Second round, Chidanand.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Basically, daily we are coming to your call. Even after learning so many things, it does happen once in a while. We do experience small, moments of happiness. But unless and until I practice that, I inculcate in my daily, say, whatever I do. And then when I experience those small moments and I feel that bliss, that is when I feel, at that moment at least I feel, wow. Then I start contemplating more. I say, no, this is such a beautiful thing. Why should I not use this in my daily life, or if I want to share some to somebody? So in the end, it is, of course, realization is always better, but knowledge will not help unless and until I practice it and I experience those small moments.
So every realization is the crystallization of knowledge.
Yes.
Every realization is an ice cube. You have the water is in the refrigerator, but there is no crystallization. Water, how much ever you have, you put that thanda water, you can't get the effect of the ice. But the problem is in ice, the ice will melt. Realization will not melt. Therefore, this crystallization, of course, I think I'm waiting for this jackpot answer. You are not giving the jackpot answer. Bala, Rutanu,
Thank you, sir.
Girish Bliko. Bala, Rutanu, Girish Bliko.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Gathering information means knowledge will misguide you. मतलब बहुत मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया, बहुत नॉलेज आज तक इकट्ठा किया, 55 इयर्स तक बहुत इकट्ठा किया, पर जब तक मैं वो एक्सपीरियंस में लाऊंगी नहीं, तब तक वो मेरा खुद का वो अनुभव नहीं बनेगा गुरुजी. और वो अनुभव बनने के लिए मुझे उसके ऊपर चलना पड़ेगा. अभी आप बोलते हो ये मिठाई है, बहुत मीठी है, पर जब तक मैं चखूंगी नहीं, मैं खाऊंगी नहीं, मुझे कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा ये मीठी है? आपका एक्सपीरियंस आपको मीठी बोलता है. According to me, that is not my experience.
Okay, so why knowledge is not enough? Why we need realization? वो बोलो.
गुरुजी, हमारे को जब तक वो पाथ पे नहीं चलेंगे, अभी कल आपने मेडिटेशन का बताया कि सी सिप इन ऑल, हाउ टू सी सिप इन ऑल, दैट विल बी माय एक्सपीरियंस. अभी मैंने जिसके साथ मेरी बनती नहीं है, मैंने उसको सामने लाके देखा कि कैसे मैं उसमें सिप देखूं. गुरुजी, मैं सच्ची बताती हूँ, दैट बिकेम माय एक्सपीरियंस गुरुजी, हाउ टू सी द सिप इन दैट. क्योंकि मुझे
But you're not answering the question. You are not answering the question why knowledge is not enough. Abhi hum aage badhenge. So let's see what others tell. Rutanu, Girish Bliko. Because you have to get on the train. अभी ट्रेन से बाहर गाड़ी में बैठेंगे तो ट्रेन निकल जाएगी. Rutanu, Girish Bliko. Shivam, tell me. Tell me.
Guruji, knowledge theory. If we listen to the Zoom call and our spirituality is still the Zoom call only. As soon as the phone cuts off, spirituality cuts off. Then we should put it in our eternally we should put it in active. So it is helpful and we'll be able to find mukti. Otherwise, it will be just in Zoom time, that's all.
So I'm still asking you, what you're saying is correct. Knowledge, but sometimes knowledge is there. Now, for example, what do you know to make food? Tell me.
Hmm?
What food you know to cook? What food you know to cook? What
Rajma,
food you know
chawal,
to cook?
everything.
Ah, you
Rajma,
know
chawal.
everything. Arey, very good. I did not know that you know. Rajma chawal. You have the knowledge to cook rajma chawal. Even after Zoom call is over, you have the knowledge. Even morning you have knowledge. Even night you have knowledge. But that knowledge of spirituality is not enough. The knowledge doesn't go away.
Because we are
What
not
you are
in
saying,
yoga, we go in bhoga.
Arey, why the knowledge is not enough? You're not giving that answer, na?
Knowledge is not enough for us. Practicing it in our daily life and eternalizing it is important.
Why? See, some people are giving pertinent answers. Why? For example, I'm asking you a question, Rutanu. You have knowledge or not?
Yes.
You have realization or not?
Realization, yes. If I'm in bhoga, I know that I'm in bhoga.
So you have realization or you don't have realization? What is the answer?
I have realization. But still,
No, but
in the sansar, when we
The
go,
moment you say, I have realization, but if I
maybe
say,
wo bhi-
the teacher asked, have you done your homework? The child said, I have done my homework. But means what?
but means there's doubt.
That but means some kuch missing hai. In
हाँ,
realization,
प्रभु की
there is no
प्यास
but.
होनी चाहिए ज्यादा.
Huh? Wait. Girish Bliko, comment.
प्रभु की प्यास ज्यादा चाहिए.
No, but today's call is very important. I'll tell you why it's very important. Today I'll tell you. Wait, before it strikes 8:30. And before I give Girish, I think next I told Girish, right? Girish and then
Guruji, every day call. Every day call is interesting. Every day we learn something.
What is the use? After learning, if it is not impacting your life, then what is the use? You will say it is impacting
It
my
is
life a little
impacting.
bit. I know. I was waiting for that answer. It is impacting little bit. But if you lose your breath and I don't impact you, then all waste, na?
No. Before leaving this body, we should get enlightenment. We should get mukti. Otherwise, our Manushya Janam is bekar.
Girish, now you're talking a very high level. Girish.
Many people may have spiritual knowledge about liberation, but all of them are not liberated. Only those who have realization are liberated. So just by having knowledge about liberation, he is not liberated. But on realization, he is liberated. So just a knowledge is not sufficient. We need realization only.
Good. Now Girish has brought a new angle to it. Girish is saying, in my language, Girish is saying, knowledge is like kindergarten. We got kindergarten. But if we don't go to high school, I cannot go to college. Can a person in kindergarten straight away go to college, Girish? From kindergarten and nursery class, can you go college? Cannot go. So Girish has brought a new angle to the whole thing. Girish is saying knowledge, required knowledge. Then from knowledge, we need realization. But Girish missed one step. From realization, Girish missed one step. Tell me what. Then we can go to liberation. No, you missed one step. Wait. So you brought a beautiful angle to it, but you missed one important step. I want to bring that point up. That's very important for all of you today. What point you missed, Girish, don't forget. I have to tell. What point you missed is very important for all of you today. All of you on the call.
Another analogy I give,
Hmm.
if one is having a knowledge that I am not this body, mind, ego, I am the divine soul.
Correct.
If he is still in the stage of just knowledge, for all practical purposes, he will be living like body, mind, and ego. Only on realization, he will act and do like as
See,
Atman.
what you're saying is 100% correct.
Yes.
But I want to bring one more point. After Bliko, Komal, Nichani, Raji. Bliko, Komal, Nichani, Raji. Then the round two. Bliko.
Shivoham, everybody.
Sure.
So this knowledge and realization, in between there is a spark. When the knowledge become crystallized, when there is a spark. So we have also got some realization. The all realization, when it comes together, when the picture is clear, then that spark happens. That is a final realization where your metamorphosis is done. So you are not going back now.
Beautiful. What is that called? No, beautiful. That's a what point Girish missed just now. What is that called?
That is called anubhuti. That is called spark.
What is that called?
That is God's grace, Guru.
What is that called? What is that called?
That is metamorphosis.
No,
that is,
no. We have done this class before.
What I can understand is with an example.
Bliko, you have knowledge, I am not the body. Then you get
Not
the
the mind.
realization I am not the body. You have knowledge, I am not the mind. Then you get the realization I am not the mind. You have knowledge, I am God. But you don't get the realization I am God. When you get all the realizations, then what is that called?
Wake up. You wake up from the sleep. So
What is that?
Your spark. That is a spark of realization, right?
What is spark called? You know it. You have told 1,000 times that word.
Yeah. That metamorphosis happened, right?
That spark
that is
called. That spark is called enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, enlightenment. Yeah, we call it spark, but it's enlightenment. Yeah. Sure. And this example I want to share is very nice example of a very common thing. Like when you see the rope as snake, right? You have knowledge because you have eyes, you have brain, so you see the rope, but the rope is moving because of the wind. You see that's like a snake, and in that semi-darkness, you feel out is. So even if you have knowledge, everything that rope is rope, snake is snake, but now you can see the rope as a snake. When you switch on the light, when the realization comes, oh, this is snake, this is rope, and then you will never think about snake. That is realization.
If it is not realization, you will still think.
Yeah.
Unless if you had the knowledge, after the light comes on, you only got the knowledge.
Even after light, also knowledge.
Yeah,
You got the knowledge. Yeah. You're correct. Your knowledge.
Still you're asking, where did the snake go?
Correct. When you get enlightenment, and then you get realization, right?
So because pay attention now, this very many of you in this call, you have got many realizations. In the spiritual jigsaw puzzle, I talk of 100 realizations. Have you got the book Spiritual Jigsaw Puzzle with you?
Yeah.
If you, in the spiritual jigsaw puzzle, you get 100, there are 100 realizations. But some of you have not got the full picture. When the full picture comes, Bliko, now you're still thinking. What you're thinking? I have to chuck this job. I have to do this. I have to chuck that. I have to do this. Are you liberated still? No. Why you are not yet liberated? Because that enlightenment has not yet, 1 or 2 or 3 pieces are still not in place.
Missing. Yeah, correct.
If that spark comes, what you call, if that spark comes, if Bliko, if you are eating in Canada, you are eating, you eat KFC, you don't eat KFC.
KFC, yes.
So
I never go.
No, suppose you are eating KFC. Okay. and somebody tells you that in the KFC, there is a kida inside.
No, never got it.
No, wait. So you're still eating because you paid money for it. You paid money, it's in your hand, you're hungry, and you're eating. And after eating 4 bites, you see the kida. Now you'll still put in your mouth. Though you know the kida was there, somebody told you kida is there, you had the knowledge kida is there, but you did. When you saw the kida, you throw it.
Get realization.
Said, God damn the bloody money I spent. God damn it.
That is realization.
And when you get all the realizations, what Girish I was saying, Girish, I hope you understand the point, Girish. When you get all the realizations, Girish, then what happens, Girish? That spark will lead to what Girish said: knowledge, realization, enlightenment, liberation. In this call, many of you have many realizations. In this call, most of you have all the knowledge. You can give better speech than me. Rajesh Shayad goes and gives speech. His speech is better than my speech. He goes to some place, Rajesh will go and give speech. Some of you all sing so beautifully, better than me. You will go and sing la 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 la. But when you sing, do you have the anubhuti? Do you enjoy that state of Satchit Anand? That is the question. Thank you, Bliko. We have got Komal. Raji was supposed to be there. I know with Raji, admit her. Komal and Raji.
Yes, Shivoham, everybody.
Shivoham.
What came to my mind when I read this line of what is the difference in knowledge and realization? A very, very, very small story I'll tell. There was a saint. He rescued a parrot, and he was very in love with that parrot, and he taught him something. He said, "Shikari aayega, jal phelaega, fasna nahi." And that parrot, he ratified the thing. Shikari aayega, jal bichayega, fasna nahi. And then one day saint died and he left the parrot in the jungle. And he started teaching all the parrots, Shikari aayega, jal phelaega, fasna nahi. But all of them were singing, but they were in that jal. And all of them were singing that Shikari aayega, jal phelaega, fasna nahi. But they were all in that net only.
It's a very good story, but that shows that the parrot did not have the knowledge.
Yeah, parrot had the knowledge.
It's a very good story.
But he did
No,
not
the
have
parrot did not know. Komal, the parrot only knew to repeat. Are you saying all of you in this call are only repeating? Are you all repeating parrots?
Also, in human life, they know how to repeat. They have knowledge, but they don't have the realization.
That is not the knowledge on this call, Komal. On this call, people have got the real knowledge. People know Shikari aayega, jal bichayega, fasna nahi. They know. The parrot does not know. We are not parrots. Please, I'm just correcting the analogy. The beautiful story, but please get the analogy right what I'm saying. See, I don't think that people in this call are just repeating parrots. People in this call are very intelligent, committed people. Some of them have got a lot of realizations, but not enlightenment. But knowledge is not enough. Today's call is making us realize, do I have the knowledge? You have to have 2 columns. Column number 1, knowledge. Column number 2, realization. Today, one of Krishna's friend came to me. One of Krishna's friend came to me and in Delhi and she met me and she told me, she said, I have the knowledge that God is in all. I said, very good. Then she said, I have the realization also God is in all. I said, beautiful. Then she told me, but I don't have the realization that God is in me. I don't have the realization that God is in me. I have the realization God is in all. But I don't have the realization God is in me.
That's strange.
No, not strange. It's a true submission. Now the point is this: unless we get that realization, we can't go forward. There can be no enlightenment. There can be no liberation. I am bringing this point all to you for sake of privacy. I'm not giving the name of the person because we should not give any names without people. Okay, thank you, Komal, for good analogy. Raji, are you there? Is Raji there? Unmute Raji if she wants to speak. Otherwise, if Raji is not there, move to Ashok Nichani. And then second round, Prem Chandji. Raji, you are there?
Yes, yes.
Tell
Sure,
me.
Guruji. Actually,
Sure.
answer was given, so I put my hand down.
What answer given?
The difference between realization and knowledge. I knew that I just wanted to tell liberation and mainly we will not get this birth, rebirth and this one. Once you get the realization that birth and rebirth, those concepts also will go away. So
Beautiful
anyway,
answer. See what why do you deprive others from your good idea from not putting your hand down? What Raji is saying. Raji is saying, suppose I have all the knowledge. What knowledge? Raji is saying, I have the knowledge. This samsara, punarjanma, karma. I have all the knowledge. I will die one day. I will be reborn. But what is the use of the knowledge? If you all have the knowledge that one day you will die. You all have the knowledge that if you have karma, you will be reborn. You all have the knowledge that you will come back and suffer. Still you die, still you are reborn, still you come and suffer. Then what is the use? Then what is the use of me being on Zoom call and you being on Zoom call? What is the use? No, I am in the Delhi book fair. A number of people who are coming and talking to me, and the book fair is not a joke. How many people are talking and saying, "Oh my God"? So many people are, they need the books. They need. I don't know how many of you are spreading this message to people. The message of the truth you have to spread. You have to make more people realize. That is your karma yoga. That is your way of being united with SIP. If you don't do it, then you're missing the opportunity. Thank you, Raji, Ashok Nichani, and Premchandji. And then round in line 2, we have Krishna, Samatma, Chidanand. And then nobody else after this. Ashok Nichani, Premchandji.
Sure, Sadhu.
Sure.
Sadhu, first of all, one should have self-realization.
Yes.
Knowledge is not sufficient. Along with knowledge, you require some supplements, 4 important things. And because with knowledge, you have ignorance, mind, and garbage inside, plus worldly distractions.
Very good.
You should resolve all these things.
Very good.
First, most of all, along with knowledge, you should know all the 4 yogas to reach realization. Karma yoga, and you should realize I am nothing, you are everything.
All this is fine.
Yes, sir.
Tell us why knowledge is not enough. You need realization. Why?
Because only with knowledge, if you don't have any other about not knowing anything about the 4 yogas, you cannot reach realization.
Even if you know the yogas, you cannot reach realization.
Karma yoga, jnana, bhakti.
If you know it, the karma yoga, if you know it, you will reach realization.
You should reach.
No. Knowledge, everybody knows. Everybody is reading the book. Ashok, tell me what knowledge you don't have. You have better knowledge than me.
No, knowledge is...
Tell me, you have better knowledge. You know all the bhajan better than me.
Bhajans? You know so many thousands of bhajans, Saji. I know only a few hundreds.
No. My point to you is that knowledge enough. That is the point I'm asking you.
Knowledge is not enough.
Then why we need realization?
To reach enlightenment.
Unless knowledge becomes realization, you will not get enlightenment. If you don't get enlightenment, you can't get mukti. If you don't get mukti, you cannot get moksha.
Right, sir.
I'm writing a beautiful book. The book is coming out very beautiful. It's called From Yoga to Moksha. Beautiful. Today I wrote a chapter on dharma. Yesterday, I wrote a chapter on Purushartha. I don't know from where it's coming. I don't write, SIP writes. But it's coming out to be a beautiful book from yoga to moksha. The last book I completed, beautiful book, World's 50 Greatest Secrets. So each book, thank you, Ashok Nishani. I'm going out of subject. Premchandji.
Shivam Gurudev.
Shivam.
Reading 2-3 books, any person can be a literate and he can give a very good lecture on any subject, whatever he has learned. But until and unless you put efforts, as including plus something, he has to use yoga. Because he has to understand that the pleasures of the body are useless. Kam, krodh, lobh, moh, you are useless. And until unless he leaves all these things and put his 200% action, which we are lacking. You have spent 30 years. You have spent 30 years only for this purpose. No other purpose. You gained.
Premchandji, I wasted 25 years doing other things. I only spent 10 years doing this.
Yes, sir. And we are failing only on this point. Otherwise, we know. And I am on the path. I do agree. But even then, I don't know where am I. Where I lack.
I'm telling you. What you have said. The point is 50% very important. What you said. I'm taking that 50% from your point. What Premchandji said is inspiring me. Suppose Premchandji did MBBS. He did all the study. He read all the books how to be a doctor, but he did not do practicals. Can he do heart surgery?
One has to be jigyasu, mumukshu, and with whole heart.
Okay, good. Premchandji has taught us something. Everybody brings something to the call. Remember, Raji brought something to the call. Premchandji said, if you just study, but you do not have the practical experience, you may be you can study the best recipe books in the world. Will you become a good chef? You may study all the medical books in the world. You may study all the engineering books in the world. You become an engineer. You study all the information IT. You become or study all the IT without going on the computer and doing the putting it. You cannot do it. Okay, time is over. Thank you.
We have.
Okay, we have got quick now. Quick, Krishna.
We have to start our life living Satchit Anand.
Yeah.
Believing all, matlab that divinity.
Your point is well taken, Premchandji. We are going to close the call. Quick comment from Krishna, Samatma, Will, Chidanand, and Shayam. Quick 5 comments and we close. Come on, Krishna.
Yes, sir. Sir, मुझे कॉल में आने का the purpose beginning was मैं कीड़े जैसे इस संसार से जाना नहीं चाहता, so I had to realize. But मुझे एक question आपसे पूछना है कि because knowledge is anadi, anant, anadi. When they say itna knowledge hai, so is it with realization you get a complete knowledge, or is it with complete knowledge you get a realization?
Where did you pick up this? Sorry to say, where did you pick up this garbage that knowledge is anant anadi? Knowledge, no, knowledge is not anant anadi. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me. Knowledge is what we know of what is there. It is limited. Realization is anant anadi. Enlightenment is anant anadi. Knowledge is limited. Knowledge is what? This is the fruit, this is the vegetable, this is A, this is B, this is C.
Let me explain. We can take a doctorate in physics or chemistry, but physics, chemistry, biology, maths, everything, knowledge, universe.
Krishna, but that is limited now. All that together is accountable, can be counted, can be put in a book, and this becomes your knowledge.
No, but only the self-realized person will be able to, what you call, सब कुछ आ जाता है ना हमारे before realization. How can you get that knowledge?
What I'm saying, knowledge you can still get, but realization you need to get. And today what we are learning, Krishna, from knowledge to realization, realization to enlightenment. Even realization is not enough. You need all the realizations to get that spark. When you get that spark of Buddh, then only you become Sthit Pragya, Jivan Mukta Atma, Satchidanand Atma. So today's call is just to tell you all, don't focus on knowledge. In fact, I'm telling this to you. Don't try. Many of you, you're trying to get more knowledge, more, and you don't need
Actually,
more knowledge.
Sir, मेरा question यही था कि it is not knowledge, because knowledge you cannot accumulate, and all the self-realized master who are illiterate knows such a lot. That is what my question
So,
was.
so you get the point right. So you need limited knowledge, but you must make that knowledge into realization. Today's call has gone beyond all time limits. Tomorrow Sunday you can continue asking questions. Samatma, quick comment.
Sure, Hamsa.
Sure.
Knowledge is not enough because it is superficial, as it's coming from outside, and it actually increases your ego and puts you into a competitive mode. And where there is competition, there can be no Satchidanand, so no enlightenment, and you will come back in a rebirth. Whereas realization is coming from within, so no one can give it to you and no one can take it away from you.
Good. And that if you just have the knowledge, it's not enough. So what am I trying to tell you today? The call, my bottom line. Don't just try to accumulate knowledge. Sometimes I tell Chidanand, he's still waiting in the queue. Just getting more knowledge, more Purana, Bhagavatam, no need. So we need realization. Chidanand, I'm coming to you after Will. Will, Chidanand, Shai. Will.
Many people say it's like going into a restaurant and eating the menu.
Okay, yeah. I like that. Good comment from Will. Thank you, Will. Eating the menu will not fill your stomach. Chidanand, you need the food. Good, beautiful analogy.
I just want to answer the question why. Knowledge is always of something, and enlightenment is to understand there is nothing.
Beautiful.
That Shunyata and Purnata is actually realization.
Beautiful.
Knowledge is always of something.
Beautiful. So, Krishna, how much ever your knowledge you get, it is still limited. But the moment you get the enlightenment, it becomes universal energy. It goes beyond the cosmos. It goes beyond the Milky Way. It goes the whole cosmos, the whole creation. Beautifully said. Shahid, closing comment. If you are ready to give, Shahid.
Prabhu, I always tell students, KIND. Don't be kind, because knowing is not doing.
Knowing is not doing. KIND.
You may know that water can quench the thirst, but when you drink only, you will know. So you can buy the book for the self or for the shelf. Knowledge is still there only.
Then I want to close with a beautiful example. My guru used to tell me, I don't think I've told you this. Once my guru said, Shams Tabriz. You know Shams Tabriz? Shams Tabriz was talking to Rumi. Rumi's guru was Shams Tabriz. You all must have heard of Rumi. And Rumi brought a book. And the guru was Shams Tabriz was asking Rumi about how much rain is going to come. And there was a problem in rain. So Rumi brought a book. And he was reading to Shams Tabriz. Shams Tabriz grabbed the book from Rumi's hand. And he squeezed it and squeezed it. He said, can this book give me one drop of water? Can this book give me one drop of water? You are talking so much from this book is telling, this book is telling, this book is telling. Can this book? This is a story my Guru Dada gave me of Rumi and Shams Tabriz. I don't think I've told you all this story before. With folded hands and apologies for the late ending. Tomorrow we will see you at 8.